recap. Who wants to do the recap?
Korth will do recap.
Talk loud.
Yes, this is me. I am Korth. You're probably wondering why we got in the situation here we are in now. Well, it all happened earlier today, when we were walking through woods and Korth touched the orb. Now, we all wake up inside building, and people tell us things. Now we are hunting for Feather. That is all.
To add to that, we're hunting a feather of a rock, so that we can hopefully complete tasks to get out of this pocket plane we are stuck in.
Yep. And we pissed off some wolves. They attacked.
And a dryad.
And then we pissed off a dryad, thanks to Darcy, who is now crouching and going, ah!
Korth's recaps don't solve anything.
The other players feel like it is necessary to input.
To elaborate. Good job, Korth. Good job, but maybe a little more detail? Oh, sorry. Also, I ripped off Dogjaw. Then got high again.
Don't forget about the tree. Don't forget about the tree lady.
And now a pretty tree lady who is now my friend. Like I've known her forever. Is standing in front of Korth. And we are talking in Korth's mind.
I think we're about 30 feet away.
Yes. Not close enough to hand feathers or knock things out of hand.
Oh yeah, she gave him a pigeon feather or something.
No, we didn't do that because I forgot. We both forgot that we weren't next to each other.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it wasn't, that didn't happen.
Okay.
That's right, God.
Erase.
Rewind.
Okay.
I love that on
That was my
Ace
favorite
Ventura
sound.
whenever he's just like,
40-minute timer.
let's see that in an instant replay. The best moment. Said 40 minutes?
Yeah, 40 minutes.
Alright, it's on.
No.
Yes.
Bah!
Oh,
No, that's okay. No, that's
Korth
not
has
a
been
thing.
startled by
Sorry.
noise.
Okay. Sorry. I don't have a lot of room to
You're
use
good.
Are we missing anything else?
Every time I read that.
What?
What about the king? Is it the king?
He hasn't shown up yet.
What was the name of that village?
We never got it.
You didn't ask.
Nobody ever.
What
Darcy
was
was
the name of that village?
Darcy was the.
What about the
closest.
I
letter?
need it for notes.
The leather?
We know
The
where it
letter.
is. We
Oh, the
it.
letter
Yeah.
that Korth has, or Tourist has?
Yeah.
I have it.
Oh yeah.
He didn't,
I was the
he
only one
didn't
that
share.
could read it.
Oh yeah.
And
He
I just
didn't
kind
share.
of folded it up.
All he said
in my
was
pocket.
that. All he said was that a rock was a very big bird and not an actual rock.
And something about the other guy being 75 or something.
Yeah.
And
Being old as hell.
Do you actually still have that?
yes,
Okay, good.
it's
Oh,
right here.
He'd been there for 75 years.
What was the name of that village?
For non-metagaming
Yeah.
purposes?
Yes.
Ranson.
Rancid?
Ranson.
Yeah, Darcy didn't get that. She was
Ranson.
she
Rancid.
was stupid.
Ranson.
She was
Rancid.
not thinking.
Darcy also said send for us and didn't give an address where
Didn't
she
give
could be sent
anything.
for.
I just said send a raven, and I'm like, bye.
They don't even have ravens.
Yep.
They don't.
So why is this creature humping your dog?
Oh, that was the bunny. That's Korth.
That's the bunny.
That's Korth.
Is that the
Poor
bunny?
bunny.
That's
Oh
the bunny.
yeah.
It's a dire rat,
Where's Car?
but it's the bunny.
Close enough.
There's actually a...
cute and fluffy, I'm gonna die!
Yay.
Anyways.
Very good.
I have been told to warn you of the wine in the fridge.
It's raspberry.
I didn't get
No.
it. Charles got it for me.
Oh,
You don't like raspberry?
I'm allergic.
He's allergic.
Oh, that's
supposedly.
Just like you're allergic to bell peppers.
I feel.
I might grab some later, but I'm not a huge fan of raspberries, so we'll see.
Okay. We are conversing with the dryad.
Darcy's still just going.
Do we need to roll to see who...
Not yet. Hopefully this ends diplomatically. No
Should we roll a new
metagaming.
initiative since we lost our initiative?
If it becomes necessary, yes.
Oh
we will.
god. So wait. Dryad lady. Tree person.
Yes.
We're best friends, correct?
Yes.
She pulls out his knife. Oh, much better.
She just kind of stares at you with a blank, like her facial expression just goes completely blank. There's nothing on it.
So, Court has a few questions. First, is this place really not a material plane world thing? Are we on separate reality?
Yes.
Do we really need further of giant bird rock thing to get inside the building?
What building are you speaking of?
He's gonna point in the direction where he thinks the building is. Over that way.
I have not ventured that far. I don't normally come this way, but somebody hit my tree.
Court doesn't have fire. Court has...
Darcy is actively trying to like crouch lower
Why
in the grass.
Why did I do it?
No, I did it.
I just looked at you because you were doing something.
Do you need help finding out who
Oh no.
lit fire to tree?
She's gonna stand there and visibly decide. And she's gonna inspect very closely every one of the party. And she's going to decide that since no permanent harm was done, she's going to say, suppose not, since there was no damage. No permanent damage. It was damaged, and I am very displeased.
Oh, okay. I am really sorry. Would like hug to make better?
No.
Gendrophiliac.
Yay.
Hey, I'll fuck anything that moves, alright?
Only if you get to impale it.
Oh dear lord.
That's the rule.
Darcy stands and she just kind of...
So, Court has question. If this is not part of real world, and this is some other place, are you trapped here?
I live here of my own free will.
Can you leave?
No metagame. You're not close enough for me to hear you.
Oh,
You're
cool. I
behind.
forgot.
You're behind Turris, or Turris is behind Korth. He's closer to the
I
left
forgot I was
of
up in the air.
Catwoman.
I'm up in the
About
air.
right there, yeah.
Playing with my spiders.
Oh. I see. Court would not like to be confined to such small area, but is to each own.
Spider training.
Oh,
Anyways,
20. We'll talk about that in a second.
Plant Lady, we are here to find Feather of Giant Bird.
Why do you need a feather?
Well, apparently it is the only way to get into the door. Which, now that Court thinks about it, Court did not actually try to just open the door. Did anyone else?
I think it was room closet.
I think
That
the
was a different door.
Oh.
these two should actually be over here, because this is where the oh, my voice is gonna get super loud there for a second.
Over here?
Closer to your dice. Over here. Closer, right in here. Because she was up in a tree and she drop attacked, and then
Oh yeah.
somebody named Callie decided that she was going to try and tie someone else up.
Yeah.
Oh, tackle her.
Yeah.
Tackle
Which
her.
she did.
Tackle
Tackle
to
her.
tie her up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I
because
was
you
on
were
the
charmed.
ground. That's why I was on the ground like,
Don't fall over.
don't do that.
Okay, so nobody is close enough to hear you.
Okay.
I mean,
I mean, maybe
yeah, I guess.
maybe Sky, because I think Sky was closer over towards
Yeah,
the
I
right.
think you're right.
She was like right there.
She's got a dog sniffing
I
across.
thought Darcy was like right next to Sky.
No, Darcy's
No, it
next
was-
to Callista.
Yeah, Callista.
Let's start taking pictures.
That would have
Okay.
been a great thing to do.
Let's do that. That would make sense.
Like at least at the last placement, the final
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
where we call it.
Let's
Can
do
you
that.
hand me my purse? Stuff.
All right.
Do you know of such void that lives here?
Well, actually, Sky is close enough to hear you because she's got enhanced hearing.
I know it's heavy.
But isn't the Dryad speaking to me telepathically, so she's only hearing one end?
Earrings.
She's only hearing you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or you're the only one hearing her.
Yeah.
Everyone else can hear you. I'm sure. Are you talking out loud, or are we doing this
Yeah, Korth is
telepathically?
talking out loud. He doesn't know how to speak telepathically.
Okay, so I, as the Dryad, I am telepathically communicating with you, and Korth is talking out loud. So you can hear what's going on. Alright. Now that is established. Sorry.
So, do you know of any void that lives like in this place?
Any what?
Any void?
Yes. There are plenty of birds here.
Do you know one that looks like rock?
There are no rock birds here, but there is a rock.
Oh, is it big rock?
There are lots of big rocks.
Oh god.
Could point me in direction of big rock.
She's going to
God.
the direction of a fucking mountain.
Which is the
Yes, I am.
general habitat of a rock. So, I mean, that would work.
She's going to inspect you one more time, and she's going to say, "If I do this, will you leave my forest?"
After we collect feather, yes.
Toshi, quit it.
Unless, would you like us to leave sooner? God understands if like privacy.
Now you do.
She is going to truthfully point you towards towards the large pine trees that y'all were initially headed towards.
Sorry.
And at that point, she's going to step into a tree and leave.
Oh. Do I have enough time to say anything?
Yeah.
Would you come with us, friend? And that's gonna be a persuasion.
Oh, hold on.
What is it?
7.
Oh.
Aww.
She's gonna giggle. And it's gonna fade into the distance as she tree jumps.
Yay.
Goodbye, tree friend.
At the very, just before she fades, you're gonna hear a whistle. Make a loud whistle. I can't whistle very loud.
I can't either.
Who can whistle loud? Okay. And the wolf is gonna run off after her.
Ah!
Hey, don't throw things. That's not nice.
I can't throw my dice?
No.
How am I supposed to roll them?
Oh, y'all didn't see that.
Didn't see
Will you
it.
move that real quick?
No.
This is how you do it.
Okay, how far away is the building we originally came from?
Yo, how far did you
How
go?
long? How long did y'all travel? Do y'all
Like an hour or
remember?
something, I think.
Maybe an
2.
hour.
It was a couple hours. Maybe.
Couple hours then.
Well,
say it's probably
everyone
a couple
got
hours
high as
away.
shit because of her.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The magic leaves.
I don't think you guys
My
really
magic
grasped
leaves.
how far y'all went.
Your magic.
Mine.
Not well. His
Y'all
magic
both
leaves,
found
which
My
led
magic
to
leaves
my
are
magic
actually
leaves.
magical.
It
But
doesn't
that,
seem
yeah,
that
that
far.
led to me climbing up the tree.
Okay.
Yeah, it did.
Running up
Well,
the tree.
y'all were
Like,
traveling
oh,
for a while
shit!
before the wolves got y'all.
Yeah.
Secrets.
Let me see.
That was my 20.
Right, but which one were you training?
The big one? Or did the big one get eaten? I can't remember.
The one that's
very
tamed.
first one.
The one I've actually tamed. Legs.
I don't have legs and tamed.
We had a spider
I'm
named
starting at
Legs.
50%.
Is the other spider named for days?
Eyes for days.
That was the second one.
No,
You've
got
this is fangs and that's legs. Those are the only two that you've told me about.
Yeah. But I had fully trained.
I wish Korth had
or fully
rolled
tamed.
half the way on that persuasion.
Damn.
Just rip the tree out of the ground, backpack it to himself. carry a dryad around as a teammate.
I don't have that.
She would
I
need
have that
some
used
grass
for
to
my
go with it,
girl.
so we'd have to have something to wrap it up in.
I mean, probably rip the tree
Oh
out of the
no,
ground.
she would have been pissed if you did.
I'm
That would've
more
killed
For the
with
sake
him.
of humor, I'll accept.
That
Okay.
kills them. If you uproot a tree, if you kill the tree, 'cause that would have killed it.
I don't think the tree. I don't think it would have killed the tree though.
Alright.
We're uprooting a
If
tree.
we uprooted the tree.
Yeah.
It kills. That kills
the
the tree. That kills the tree.
Well, I mean,
That's
you can
something
move a
in the
tree from
madness.
one spot to another.
When you uproot it, though, you
You have to,
usually
like,
will rip off most of its roots,
Yeah.
and the taproot will probably snap because taproot
And that would have made her go crazy and kill you.
can go quite deep, depending on the tree.
They would have figured out something.
We would have been like, okay, find a bag!
Korth has it.
Tie all of our clothes together and everything. Just wrap
It's
around.
not like a makeshift thing and just like, put the dirt in there! Make sure she doesn't die.
Korth has tree. Do not worry.
Roll for success on that. Are you going to do it now?
Huh?
Are you going to
Oh,
do this command now?
yeah. Well, that was at 20 on roll.
That was to tame it to do that.
To train it.
To train it to do that specific command.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
So, is it trained?
Yes, it's
It almost looks
I
like
gave it
the,
to you.
the
Okay.
invert.
Then it should.
yeah. You
Just
just
do
gotta
it?
roll to see for
Right.
accuracy.
I just tell it to in Sylvan because I can.
My kids have to play
I
this
can
too.
have it understand Sylvan because that's one of my powers and it
Yeah.
can understand me.
Cookies.
C is for cookie.
Oh.
Hang on. Don't do anything yet.
I'll roll percentile. 57%.
Hang on.
What part of the body's 57%?
Hang on.
Doesn't work.
Sorry. That's okay.
I don't just feel the effect of that.
Mine's there too.
Did you put drugs in the cookies?
I know.
No.
but
So
it
you
was
claim.
I did have one.
You
It
should
was
have
so
put
sweet.
drugs in the cookies.
Just like you.
You want one?
I don't like oatmeal. I don't like oatmeal biscuits, sorry.
They're pretty good though.
How's that look?
What is the cream?
Okay,
Marshmallow.
Sound good?
sounds good.
Do you want to roll with easier scene dice? Because that was really hard to see.
85.
That would be.
Powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar, yeah. So I was gonna say powdered sugar.
Is that what you would like to do?
Sure.
Alright. So, Turris has been.
Fucking off in the sky.
He's been fucking off. He has not taken part in this battle at all. He was just up there training his spiders.
High
I just
as a
have to
kite.
to for my neighbor.
And he moves. He flies away, flies towards Darcy and Callista.
Okay.
You can't see me though. I'm
You
above.
can't, yeah, you guys can't see him,
Oh, okay.
but this is what's
Don't
happening.
you fucking drop a spider on me.
And he drops a spider.
He whispers, and a spider drops onto your boobs.
On my boobs? Is it?
Onto your boobs, it just. Right there.
Okay, and Darcy's frozen.
Does Korth notice this?
No, Korth cannot see them.
Okay.
But we are no longer in combat, so you guys can move freely.
Alright, Korth is gonna walk back
Back it off!
over. Korth is gonna walk back over to the group.
She's gonna scream. She's gonna scream Turris'
Tur-
name.
Turris is gonna cackle loudly
Let's
and
move
then
him back over.
draw him up by
over
his,
here,
his web.
Like, down.
As he's
just
going
a
by
bit.
her faces. She's doing
Like, down, just a little bit.
Dude,
Up.
you've created a mini rogue.
I'm slowly training these spiders to do things.
Okay. Sorry, I have a harder spot.
That's okay. I totally get it.
That's what she said.
Darcy is now
Shut up.
cringing and holding herself and her staff very close.
Remember to project your voice.
Huh?
Remember to project.
Darcy is now holding herself and cringing and trying to comfort herself.
Turris is cackling as he draws a spider back up by his web.
Korth walks over to the main bulk of the group. hits his trident on the ground a couple of times. Okay, Korth understands what we need to do. We will head back to the building for a rest.
Rest?
Yes. For rest.
It's like, isn't it like midday?
Yeah, it's like midday.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
Oh,
just got
time
through
doesn't change.
Yeah.
That's
we
true.
just got through with combat, though.
Yeah.
Is anybody hurt?
Korth is.
Korth is hurt?
Korth is taking damage.
How much damage?
Not a whole lot. I think enough that a short rest would.
Did we get any experience from that fight?
You get XP for 2 of the wolves.
We defeated that dryad.
You
we
didn't. You negotiated.
That is defeating combat. That is
More
that is
specifically,
ending and defeating the
Korth.
combat.
Korth beat the Dryad.
We are a team.
Oh yeah, Mr. I wasn't even there.
Hey, that's not my fault. I rolled to be there, and
You-
my 1 on being just high
You only
made
showed
me
up.
distracted.
You were spending your whole time training a spider for a troll moment.
He's not wrong.
It wasn't. Well, you know,
Korth ripped a dog's jaw off with his own
Well-
mouth, and then negotiated a dryad out of not killing them.
Here's my fucking.
Damn! The barbarian negotiated us out of battle!
oh, did you?
So experience-wise,
For 2 wolves, that
We
would
defeated
be
3 wolves.
No, the other one ran off.
Okay, the way a combat works is the combat included everything in it,
Nobody gets
and
any
we
XP.
don't make her do that, Ryan.
we fought 3 wolves. We succeeded against fighting 3 wolves. We fought a dryad. Well, we negotiated against a dryad. We didn't necessarily fight a dryad, but
I mean, you could always go a happy medium and give half experience
I
for
was gonna
whatever.
say,
we
I
get
don't
killed.
mind if it's half or what.
yeah. I mean,
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
if
I don't mind giving you all XP, but the whole if it runs away, you still get XP for killing it.
well, I mean, if you
Well, I
succeed
killed
in the
one.
combat,
You'll-
killing it doesn't necessarily.
You'll probably need to
Succeeding
explain
doesn't
it to
necessarily
me at some
mean-
other point. like-
Succeeding at a combat doesn't necessarily mean killing.
So how
It
much
can be
experience would
negotiation. It can
I'm
be,
looking. Hang on.
Okay.
you know, causing them to surrender, aka running away, such and such.
I never. Oh,
That wolf ran.
doesn't count.
Okay.
Fine.
Like, no. I mean,
hurry up and
mitigating the
open.
XP because it wasn't, you know, a full-on combat with Dryad.
Korth is
I
realizing
can
this
understand
party
that.
isn't competent.
But we did
as a
fight
leader.
3 wolves.
It's like, why has nobody been asking the important questions here?
Well,
What
because
questions?
What?
Everybody's just been
I got
shenanigans.
charmed and was
Like,
Alright, so for
Why should we trust those 2 random
Listen.
people?
Guys,
Half the
Has
XP,
anyone actually tested the door to
Guys,
see if it's really
250 total.
250 total.
Total. Like not each, but that was for the whole encounter.
For the whole encounter, so what, does that get divided up by 5?
Is that how that works?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay, so 50 each?
250. Yeah. That actually worked out pretty good.
Like
Huh?
250 each, right?
No, 50 each.
Oh, 50 each, gotcha.
Because it
That
was
works.
a total XP encounter of 500
What, with the Dryad included?
with the Dryad included. The Dryad was only 200. I say only 200. I think that's a difficult for y'all.
So doesn't that technically bring us all up to
So that is a medium.
Yeah, that brings us all up to 100.
Yeah. Sky, do you have your paper for XPs?
No, it's not on, but I'll write it
Do you have your
down.
Fight Club app set up?
It's on here, but I don't have it set up.
Wait.
There's a piece of paper over here somewhere on the floor.
Just use your notes.
Yeah.
Nobody's asking the real questions here.
We've asked some of the real questions.
Darcy probably would have if she wasn't so fucking scared that it was going to tear her limbs off because she was the one who destroyed its tree.
You okay?
Yeah.
Well, y'all,
Just thought
killed
I
my
recognized
tree.
the song.
you probably do. Alright.
Wilhelm scream.
Alright. What are y'all
towards the pine trees.
Darcy's still cringing,
Do you need
but
the
she's
rest?
following the party.
Korth has lost 4 health.
How much
So he's
total
not
health do you
super.
have?
16. I have 12 total right now. Out of 16.
Do you think
I
we
should
need a
probably
short
keep
rest?
track of that.
But Korth is gonna inform the party. I believe we should go back. I have a few questions for these 2 people that nobody seems to distrust.
I didn't trust them.
Yes, but did anyone test to see if magic door was steep?
No, you wandered off and then we all followed you.
True.
By the way, where is Korth, your rabbit? Did you ever find him?
Her. And no, Korth did not find Korth. Korth has lost to me.
Korth is lost to me.
Nobody cared about dog meat.
Because my bunny was cute. The dog's just a pack mule.
No, he's a cute
No.
pack mule.
Darcy just kind of shakes her head and just decides she's just gonna start walking back to the castle.
You
Legs.
want to hold on to these?
Huh? But,
Just keep them with your stuff.
sure.
That way we can use them whenever we need them.
Okay.
You should name one of your spiders Yo-Yo and just Yo-Yo.
Currently it's fangs and legs.
Name one Yo-Yo.
I will once,
Do it.
once I start to tame it.
The other one was unfortunately lost in a freak accident. Totally not
Pretty
Korth's fault.
Freak accident. And it was tasty.
Oh my god.
Ha So, are we going back to the castle?
Yes.
Darcy's walking towards the castle.
Yeah, Korth and Darcy have already started making their way back.
Alright. Turris is sitting there playing yo-yo with his spider.
By the way, along the way, Korth is going to try and find a very large rock.
Oh no.
No.
Oh, balls.
So as y'all are walking,
No.
you find a particularly large boulder.
Korth is going to try and pick it up and carry it back to the castle with him.
How big of a boulder?
Let's see.
concerned
We've been
with
using D6 as size. It is larger than Korth, probably about 1 1/4 and a half tall.
So
about
considered a large size.
So
about 9
you know,
feet,
like,
9 feet, 10 feet.
about like 90 tons.
You're like 6 feet tall, right?
He is 6'8".
So you are 7. Okay, so it's 7 and a half, so
It's the size of
Korth
Korth.
and
about 11, 12 feet tall.
Damn.
And about the same as width. It's not perfectly round,
Is it a
but
Venus
it's
rock?
very spherical.
Alright. Well,
Looks like
it's too big for Korth to carry, so he's going to try and punch the boulder and shatter it.
Oh
Roll for strength.
no. My voice gives me super strength.
Roll shattering versus shattering knuckles.
Yeah.
Darcy will stand back as she sees this trying to happen.
Modified 21.
Oh fuck.
Roll for flashback, thorn damage.
Well, you need to roll damage, yeah. So whatever your hit dice would be.
For unarmed, was that D4?
I guess.
Is that
should
for
he roll
damage?
strength? Well, usually, like if he's rolling to hit, then he should roll damage. If he hit,
Well, I was just gonna let him hit it,
there you go.
and then he's rolling another dice to see how much damage he takes for thorn
You
damage.
said like 12 feet tall?
I think I said taller than that. It's
A foot
Yeah.
and a half?
1/4 and a half.
12
About
feet
12
tall.
feet tall.
And how wide?
About the same. It's roughly spherical. Its diameter is about
So 12 by 12 by 12?
roughly about,
Good God, that's a really big boulder.
That's what I rolled.
It's a bold boulder.
Alright, roll a d4 for thorn damage. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not what it's called, but
Shrapnel.
For so I take 4 damage.
Backsplash.
This is damage that would regenerate over time, so yes.
Okay.
What kind of boulder?
Smashed one.
Rock.
A disintegrated, so he punches it. You don't have time to look at the boulder. He punches it and it shatters into a cloud of dust. It's rock and pebbles and dust, and it gets all in your face and in your lungs and all over you. You're covered in dust. And you take 4 damage from rock inhalation.
From the dust. Damn it, it's like 9/11.
Hey, the boulder that big?
Hey,
Weighs
it's too
about
far in the past to make that joke.
251,000
Too
pounds.
Too soon.
You
On
rolled a
average.
21. He destroyed that motherfucking boulder.
So are there still any decent sized chunks?
No, it
left?
is like pebbles and dust.
Good job.
What?
What were you trying to accomplish?
I
You
just
got a
wanted to break it
21?
into smaller,
He got
still
a
large
21.
rocks.
It was dead.
Like a natural 20?
No, it was a mod.
Modified.
I got 16 and I had like a 5
If it had
strength.
been a
No.
nat 20, there would have been nothing left.
You know, if he punches a castle like that,
He's not gonna hit it like that. He won't disintegrate the castle. He might disintegrate a wall.
She is the DM, you be nice.
okay. I'm just saying that's a little.
I can do what I
far-
want.
Okay, that's a lot far-fetched, but whatever.
Be nice.
So is a Daywalker.
Oh.
There's rules for it. It's not far-fetched.
Alright. Well, Darcy's just gonna.
Just try to keep us in the realm of fantasy. Instead of superheroes, you know.
Korth is always a superhero, okay? He's got a wife already. I've completed more
Have
personal
you done
quests for
anything
other
for it
people.
except bring a bear into the village? I'm sorry.
I apparently beat the shit out of a bear while I was high. You think Korth gives a fuck about a 12-foot boulder?
What? You're looking at me. What am I
Not
doing?
you.
But you also didn't know how to have sex and had to watch that.
You had to watch me fuck the villain, did you?
And I had to go chase her down.
You did.
Because you scared her.
I'm gonna hit her up next time we're there.
Oh,
Because he doesn't know!
Fucking
unless she's told somebody and then they try to lich you next time you come back.
Don't get the DM ideas!
Oh, she already had ideas, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
I know Blue well enough to know she's evil. She doesn't need my input.
It's all that concentrated evil.
I take
All of
you
it.
guys. I take notes on exactly what goes on and what you do and do not do.
Uh-oh.
That's a good DM for you.
So,
Well, Darcy's just kind of is just going to continue walking because she didn't know what the point.
I
of
guess
that was.
everybody just left me behind.
Korth sits there, the scales have been like rubbed off of his
Me and Sky
fingers.
over here are just like standing there going, where the fuck is everyone going? Hey.
Are you still high? Is she
Yeah.
still high?
Like
Yeah.
the tree lady disappeared and then she's still here, so I'm like, hi! How's it going? Do you think we should go with them?
Korth is going to turn to Darcy. You think that will be enough to break magic sword?
I don't know.
Should I pick up a tree?
No. Let's just go. And she just
Okay.
continues walking.
Okay, so I'm gonna catch up with the rest of them. And
Are you okay?
I have something in my eyeball.
Sorry.
eyeball.
Fast forward to the castle.
Woo!
Unless you want to.
Only if you make fast forward noises. Okay. I'll permit it.
Alright,
Korth
so
punched a tree.
we came in through there.
Korth has punched a lot of things.
When you get here,
Or are you journaling?
Yes.
as you guys walk into the
Hold it.
entry hall, Verity is in the entry hall, just standing there.
Korth is going to walk over, disregarding personal space, stare down at her. Korth has a question for you.
She is going to... Ah! What are you doing back here? We sent you to get a feather.
Yes, but Korth has a question. Where is magic door you keep talking about?
Do you have eyes? Can you not clearly see it's literally right behind us?
Oh, Korth is going to turn around and punch the door.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh no.
I
I just picture anime style
16.
just.
The door takes absolutely no damage.
Aha! Sorry.
Nothing has changed at all, period.
Darcy
Where's
just
my
kinda,
markers? Or where's the dry erase markers?
They're over there behind on
Can I
the
have the
table.
dry erase markers? Not my markers. The markers.
They're in like a little plastic like this. They're on there. It's literally, yeah, that.
Take it.
We marked the door. It's this one right here.
Just in case.
Oh, yeah. Are y'all not still high?
Not after a walk.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's a 30-minute.
Okay,
It
let me
lasts
have
30
this
minutes or
real
so.
quick. Tiny boxes,
Not unless we wanted to smoke another joint.
Maybe Verity would like to.
oh please. She went from being like, yeah! To,
Hey, lady.
That might be a good
You need
idea.
to chill out. You should smoke some of this.
Korth's going to turn.
Roll persuasion.
Oh!
Yeah.
Hold on,
Don't
what is
talk
that?
with the DM, man.
What is that? I wanted to assist.
Persuasion.
What die?
Is that's
It's a
dexterity?
D20, just
No,
19.
just
D20.
19.
And it's plus your modifier. 8.
So if she assists you, do we add the two together?
One gets
Technically,
advantage, so
for
take
an
the higher one.
assisting,
+2, so
Assisters
10.
give you advantage, right?
yeah,
Yes.
assists give advantage.
Oh, okay.
So I
So Nikki wouldn't have rolled.
Ooh,
Okay, well.
23.
She's gonna. So, do we have a little person token?
Yeah, she's right there.
Is that her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the other dude, or one of them's the.
He's not seen right now. Okay, so
Where's my pot?
she's gonna kind of cackle like, I haven't had this much fun in years.
What?
Oh fuck.
What do you mean?
Darcy's just gonna sit there just like, oh.
I want to question her about
She's
that.
gonna take the blunt and smoke it.
No.
Joint. Is there a difference between a blunt
Yes.
and a joint?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
There's
A
like
blunt
3
is-
joints in a blunt.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a blunt wrap is a cigar wrap that you
Oh.
cut out, take out
okay.
the guts. That's why whenever Charles says something about gar guts, that's what he means.
Gar guts?
Yeah,
Alright,
cigar
Korth
guts.
is going to
Okay.
turn. Darcy.
Oh, there it is.
Korth has idea. Set Korth's hand on fire.
Oh
My
god.
amount of twinkling.
Oh,
You're not the what?
that's not
Oh, yeah.
what's magical barrier.
Yes, if you put magic on Korth's hand and Korth punches really hard.
Verity is gonna just kind of.
Sit there giggling.
She's gonna giggle.
Oh god. As much
My
as
hands!
I'm not partaking. I
They're
just
so
gave her the
icy.
whole thing. Let her go
that's
chill
not
out
what's
somewhere.
Gonna break through that.
Like they can't.
We
She's
need
gonna
a
look
spell,
over
a very
to. She's
powerful
gonna
spell.
address the group.
Mold in my fire.
Verity's gonna address the group. Does anybody want some of this?
Not again.
She's gonna pass it to
She's gonna
Callista.
put-
Do I gotta
Darcy-
roll anything?
You have to move closer to me.
Darcy is going to put her hand on Korth's chest and say no.
So Verity has now passed the
Joint.
joint to Callista.
Yay!
Darcy will, however, look over at Sky.
Does she even know what getting high is?
I was gonna say I want to look over at
Who?
Sky.
The old lady?
No, Sky.
Well, I mean,
She's
an
asking
innocent
if
little
Boxy
cat lady.
knows
I'm
what-
sure she does, but
I mean, maybe
Darcy's
if y'all
gonna
had
be
some
like,
catnip.
look at Sky and go,
Khajiit has wares.
she had.
Oh no.
This is not skooma.
It could be skooma. I don't know. They do have. What is it? Isn't it called moon rock?
What?
Yeah, moon
Like,
rockets.
yeah.
It's unprocessed skooma, basically.
No. There's an actual like. It's like a giant nugget of like a bunch of different kinds of weed, and then a bunch of like freaking resin and stuff, and it's all like crystallizing shit together.
It's
Oh,
a lot dipped in
I've seen
hash.
this.
And
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
Dipped in oil, then
Yes!
coated in hash.
Yes!
Yeah.
Hash is what's left behind, right?
Yeah.
No.
Hash is like the trichomes from the bud that
Huh?
the pie.
I don't smoke at all. I have no idea what a
Okay.
trichome is.
Okay.
It can be refined
like
and
little
everything.
tiny-
Roll it.
Little resin parts like on the flour,
Okay.
and that's what actually gives you high. That's what the hash is.
Okay. Sorry, continue.
It's okay. But yes, that's what it was. I was
This
making
week's
a reference.
episode of Teach Blue what weed is.
Korth is just gonna try and open
I
the
mean, you know, once it's legal, it'll be a lot easier.
Korth's
Korth is gonna try to what?
door. Open the door.
How?
Just like straight up open it.
just
The door handle does not move at all. Period.
May I ask?
Wait.
May I ask a question?
For me or the Verity.
Yes.
So just Verity. What?
First of all, I want to formally introduce myself. My name's Callista. How are you?
That's fucking great.
That's amazing. This trip has been awesome so far. I mean,
It is a
But-
pretty great trip.
but my question is, how is this feather supposed to open this magical door?
The feather? What are you talking about?
she's high as shit.
How are we to open this magical door?
You gotta get the stuff.
Which is?
The feather.
Darcy's just gonna kind of watch this conversation. We need components for a spell.
Yes, we need components. Okay, what other components do we need besides this feather?
Darcy's just gonna play with some fire in her hand as all this is going down.
And I want to look over at Darcy, but like, Darcy, do you have a notepad?
I have my memory.
Okay.
She'll just give it that.
Korth is gonna try and find the elf guy who isn't here in the hallway
40 minutes.
where everybody's stoning out.
Time. Pause.
Ugh. Bathroom.
Action.
Resuming. Somebody set a timer for 45 minutes.
Got it. 45?
45. Okay.
Rick and Morty.
What? Who's there?
I'm actually cold.
Y'all are cold.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Will you flip it down?
I got chilly.
to
I don't need
5?
to be showing nothing. Sorry.
They were like, do it.
I could cut glass. Ow.
Cheekbones that could cut glass.
Alright, Korth is gonna go find that elf.
Tentacles.
That
Okay.
was with the elf,
Yeah, sure.
with the
I think
crazy
she
lady.
would. She'll
So-
bark if she wants in.
You'll walk into the room
Oh, okay.
and discover he is not actually in that room.
Oh damn.
He is not in the area. He is not in this manor right now.
Ah
What
fuck.
did I say? Keep?
Something.
I said-
Son of a bitch, I just...
I think I said keep. It's a keep.
It's a sea shanty.
Wait, hey.
So we need to remove his
Do
token.
they have walls?
What?
Do they have walls? Like castle walls?
Yeah, I would say it's brick and mortar.
Rick and Morty?
I believe that's what I described it as.
Castle wall!
That's an herb patch.
I'm wall. I'm wall Rick! I'm a wall Morty! I'm a wall Morty!
It's got it as made out of brick,
Mm.
like nondescript brick. Like
Stone brick or?
Well, it's
Like-
not
It's
real.
like
Is it
not.
made?
It's like
Is it made of boulder?
what is it's the kind of brick like rocks. They're not.
Stop confusing the
Cinnamon?
No, I can't think of a name. It's
Conglomerate?
is that where they're not the same size?
Oh no.
The rocks are not the same size. They're not symmetrical rocks. They're just
here's a big one, here's a small one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just
so
built up
it's
of
just-
pebbles and stuff.
Someone's bullshit.
You had a word that you said it was called.
Cobble.
Pebbles.
Cobblestone's all the same size for the most part.
What is it called?
Granite?
I mean, it's
It's
just
a certain style. Like,
it's a
'cause
style. I'm trying to think of the style name.
I
Wow.
can't remember it either, but I get what you mean.
They're
Where it's like
irregular
a big
size.
one here, like a little one here.
Yeah, and they're just all kind of cobbled into a wall.
Okay.
Interracial.
It's like y'all get the picture.
Yeah.
I thought it was a wall.
Shut up.
Oh,
Is that
there's-
door ajar?
The what door?
That one.
Which one? There's. Babe.
Well, Darcy's just hanging out
What
next to Sky,
door?
just kind of like playing with some fire in her hand, just kind of looking over at Sky like, hey, look at
Is it a jar?
Yeah,
It's
fire.
not a jar.
Look at fire. Hey. She's flashing
No.
fire
that.
around.
Sky, she's playing with fire in her hand as everything else is going kind of, everybody else is high, going crazy. She's just like, just next to you.
Be afraid.
Oh.
Be afraid.
She's
Quark's
just kinda
gonna like
bored.
pop his head around the corner. Everyone who is not high, get in here.
Wait, you're in here?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Darcy,
He is
He's
not.
Darcy will just look at you like side glance, extinguish the fire, and walk towards you.
There. Darcy.
Tourist.
The Darcy.
In this tiny room, Tourist definitely
guess
keeps
me-
his distance from the giant kitty cat.
Verity and Callista
Do you
are
need
just
to
out in the
hold
hall.
my hand?
Verity's
No.
just like.
Do you want a lollipop?
No.
I'm still trying to
Do you
figure
want a
out what
blankie?
all we need.
No.
What
Okay.
what are all the
Got my
items we're
spider.
going to need to open this door?
All right.
I mean, it
Quark
can't
has-
just be a feather to open the door. That's not a key, lady. Come on.
She's gonna look at you and say. What? What? Did you ask me a question?
I did ask you a question.
I can see sounds.
I can hear my hair.
What
can
color
see your
are they?
words.
I can
What
tell you've
color?
never been high.
no, she's never
is-
been.
This
My
is
hair
something.
growing.
But see, that's the thing. My first time, I was in the bathroom playing with a box of Teddy Grahams, doing a montage, and I couldn't feel my legs for 3 days. Like, I could feel them, but I couldn't feel them. Like, I felt them and they were there, but they didn't feel there. And I'm like, ah, and I could count change really fast. Like, no joke. And I sat in front of a lava lamp for 3
At
hours.
least you didn't.
You don't know
puke
Verity.
upstairs.
This is Verity's house.
So what are we
Very
doing in this room, Court?
Okay. All of your friends are smart. Quark has a question. Do any of you see something that might be missing?
The other guy?
Exactly.
Yeah, where did he go?
I don't know.
I don't think he could. Is he in the mop closet?
The broom closet.
He's in the closet.
Quark
We
is
need to
gonna-
get him out. Come
Wait.
out of the closet.
Are you having a contact high or something?
Sorry, I'm doing a thing. Anyway. That's not happening. That's happening. Sorry. Anyway, Darcy
Quark
will
is
just
gonna walk
nod.
over and rip the door to the broom closet
Oh
off.
shit! I thought we
What's
unlocked
up?
that thing.
God, we just fixed that.
We did fix
15.
it. Yeah.
So, Quarth walks over and he
Squatching it.
securely grabs the handle and he yanks on it, and it breaks the door latch part, and it swings open, and the top hinge comes off, but not all the way. So he just kind of flings it open, and it just slams really hard and makes a startlingly loud noise. Like,
Ow.
Ah!
Yikes! Don't break things.
I know. I
You
did.
in here, Elfman?
Aww.
Aww. Broke the wings off of it?
Now I'm armless and wingless.
Aww.
In the arm of an angel.
I'm not an angel anymore. I don't have wings.
It got ripped off, so that makes you human now, doesn't it? Ah.
In the
Uh.
arm of a scrub.
Let me see.
You just smashed the shit out of her.
Oh, it's got like a little. It's got a notch thing. It looks like you
Yeah,
can
that
just
should be easily.
push it back in.
Same with the arm, wherever
So
that is.
the door comes off.
It's in the white box.
Okay.
The door's hanging on like a desperate tube.
Look, it fits.
Yay!
That's what she said.
So the door came off.
Oh, sorry. He tried to hit the wings off again. So the door slams open. Inside, you see 2 brooms and 1 shovel.
So is he squanching in there?
There is nothing else in this room. It has literally no lights. It's just a very small broom closet. That's
Taurus
all.
grabs a shovel.
2 brooms and a shovel. Okay.
Well, Darcy's just gonna kind of look at this
And
madness.
it's an average size shovel, so it's pretty big.
Is there a rug?
And then gnaws the handle down to size.
Is there a rug anywhere in this room?
No.
Okay, what's all in the room?
There is a desk with a small writing chair. There's a couch and a small end table.
Korth is gonna flip the couch over
Yeah.
and check underneath it.
Underneath the couch, you find several dust bunnies.
Ooh.
Eat them! Sorry.
Name them all Korth.
Korth is gonna see the dust bunnies tear up just a little bit as he gathers them up,
Aww.
places them on his head.
And they're gonna just fall off and drip down the side of his face.
Korth misses Korth.
Aww. Darcy will just kind of see this madness. I wonder if he went to go find us. And she'll just walk into the other room and go see if she can talk to a high lady over here.
I'm gonna roll to not be high anymore.
Okay.
What did we decide that was? A
Constant-
30
D6?
minutes, except for in combat.
Well, it's a constitution check.
There was, yeah, a
I didn't
constitution
scribble
check.
any.
And
What do I have to
the...
be?
I
Let
think
me
it's
see, I wrote it down.
yeah, we had it.
No, I didn't.
Shit. How about if I
I think it
roll
was
higher
over
than
a
a 10?
15. I think it was over a 15.
Okay, if I roll higher than a 15,
Yeah.
are you gonna do a Google?
Mm-hmm.
Doing a Google. He's Googling himself.
Ah,
Yeah.
shit.
Google in the Facebook.
Oh,
Who uses Facebook?
I
I use Facebook
I know you do.
occasionally.
still
I use MySpace.
think it would be great. I wanted that moment of the door to be ripped off to have the guy like in the corner like, I'm squanching in here.
No.
No.
He's
I just want
sophisticated.
He's got the woods for that. And the triad.
Bless you.
He's out playing with the triad. Her name is Linda. Linda!
Oh my god.
Bless
you.
Bless you.
Sneeze.
So,
I didn't
okay.
say. We modified it to last 30 minutes because that only lasts a minute, which is silly.
Yeah, we did modify that, didn't we? Alright,
How much she ingested.
what did we roll to?
They smoked a joint
Get
between each
ideas.
other.
I think it is 15. I think we did
Yeah.
I
make it.
remember you
15
guys,
sounds
every
reasonable.
time
And
it was
this is
under
the
15,
door.
you guys were still
That's
That's
the
the
magical
magical
door.
Okay,
And this is just
she
a
is
wall.
still high.
That's just a wall with a
Well,
tapestry
Darcy's
on
still
it.
gonna try to approach her and just kind of like, hi, hello, hello. Yes, hi, yes, I know.
There's a hand in my face.
Hey, look, and she like sparks fire in her hand like it's a little.
She's gonna
lighter.
follow it like a moth.
Yeah.
I want to pull out some magic leaves and be like,
And
ooh,
then
yes!
And it's like. Anyway,
Shit! Oh.
so hey, I need to know where did half elf guy go?
Well, he's not here.
Where did he go? Can you tell me?
I don't know. I'm not his keeper.
Did he not
Which
tell
way-
you?
Can you tell me which way he went? I'll give you these funny
You guys
magical-
think we're friends?
Would you like some of these magic leaves that she has? She has a lot of magic leaves.
The tapestry.
How many?
How many?
How many leaves can I have?
I'm gonna take the front of my shirt and pull it down and be like,
I feel like a leaf pile is just gonna sizable
You're
leaf
just
pile.
gonna pull your shirt down?
yes!
All right.
Sorry.
She's gonna be like, not bad, but mine are better. And she's gonna flip her top down.
And Darcy's just
And
Whoa!
we're gonna see, we're
Taurus
gonna
is
see
just watching this.
withered old
Oh, no,
woman
Darcy.
boobs.
What do you
I want to
think,
do the puzzle piece with her! No.
Wait, what?
Puzzle piece is where you fit your boobs together.
Roll for persuasion.
Darcy goes like
It's
this
the
and
thing
walks
me and
away.
my friends used to do when we would say hi to each other. All of the girls, it was me and Rachel and Melissa, and we all get to this little triangular thing and we go boop, fit our boobs together, or like we do one or the other.
Course is gonna grab the girl and lift her up by her throat.
No!
The girl with the what?
The girl, the high
lady,
hair,
the
flashing
old
her
lady?
saggy old boobs.
She's an old lady.
She's old.
Oh no.
And
She's an old
yeah.
woman.
Okay, Court's gonna lift her up by her throat,
Oh no.
pick her up, push her against the wall, just slide her upwards.
Why?
And Darcy's like going, oh.
What a downer.
Court is getting very tired.
Maybe she
of this
likes
place.
it rough.
We have been off track for too long. We need to find the rift to stop monsters from coming through. Court misses his bunny rabbit.
I think
Cool.
we are in the rift. That's what Darcy pieced together. She thinks they're in the rift.
Dun, dun, dun. Wait a minute. If we're inside
Is there
the rift,
anything
does that mean
behind
we
that
can get out the
tapestry?
same way as everyone else has been getting out?
Nothing.
Well, we might have to get
Even if
permission
Curse
to
actually
spell
checks.
for that
Even
door
if he checks,
that
there's
actually next
nothing.
to the door.
Curse actually checks, just be sure.
That's what I'm trying to do, but she won't give me any straight
There's nothing.
answers.
I know.
Cobwebs.
Well, we need to
And
find
one
this.
side that you can
I'm still like halfway puzzle piece with her. She's not doing nothing.
How big?
One. Tiny. Like, smaller than a dog.
No.
And you're just like, no!
No boobs! Come back! I'm sorry.
Y'all gotta get goofy.
Well, obviously, if you lift her up by her throat, she can't talk.
Put her down!
Korth, put her down. I think we're in the rift. We need to know where we need to go. Where is... I don't remember his
Where did
name.
the Dryad say the rock was?
She pointed towards the pine trees.
Towards where we were going.
Well, let's go there and get a feather.
Well, we were here to rest.
But we don't know the other components that we need either.
All we heard was a feather. And you have
And
a
little
list.
dude is gone!
I don't have a list. I
You
have
have
a
They
note.
don't know that.
I don't have a list. I have a note. Here,
I'm
let
not
let me
metagaming,
read
I'm
this
just
for
saying
you.
he has
I've been here for 75 years. All I've learned is we must gather, and I'm gonna read this in Sylvan just because.
So he's gonna read it in a language you can't understand.
Motherfucker! Wait,
Oh,
can
wait. I'm sorry.
Can I roll to understand while I'm high?
I've been here for
I think he
in
switched.
common. Yeah.
Okay.
He starts to read it in Sylvan and then realizes, yeah.
We're like,
He does that Spanglish thing.
Yeah, he does. He mixes in Draconic and Sylvan
He's
words.
just speaking a whole shit ton of random words.
She
And you
loves-
guys have to piece together.
Not
what he
all the
says.
time.
Well,
Just
Darcy
every once in a while,
understands
like.
Draconic.
Kind of like when I
He
get
likes-
angry and start talking
El
about
burrito.
Oklahoma.
Huh?
El burrito.
Yeah.
El burrito.
I've been here for 75 years. All I've learned is we must gather a rock feather to pass the first barrier. I do not know the rock. I do know the rock goes through a molting phase, but I do not know when it will be. Verity doesn't know, the old bitter winch. She just wants to kill the Lord, but I know more can be gained from negotiating. Lamenting does no good, though. No one ever comes back from the forest, and more keep touching the accursed sphere, and then it trails off. I think that's when we burst into the door.
Is he writing a journal?
I wonder if, I was going to say,
I don't know, but I've got one page of it.
Well, Darcy, in character, will just be like, I wonder if that was the notes.
What is Verity's reaction to being called an old bitter wench?
She's
Or
high as
to
shit.
me reading this?
Well, she's mostly just kind of like, did that just happen? What's going on?
It's okay, you're high, you're just imagining it.
What?
Darcy's just gonna...
Just roll with it.
I think what's best for us is to rest and continue on towards the trees that the Dryad pointed out to us, which I assume is what Korth would have told us, is this is where she said to go. So,
That's where I thought we should go.
well, I'm going to find a way to make fire, and she'll go and gather the, break the broomsticks. And just... Firebolt.
Verity is going to see this and she's like, my brooms!
It's okay, I'll make you a new one.
But why did you break him to begin with?
By the way,
You're
Turris
old.
took the shovel and
Nodded off and
gnawed off the shaft.
she doesn't
and
care
just
about the
kinda
shovel.
Tucked it into his little pack.
That's not her shovel. She doesn't care.
Just
Sure, the
saying.
old elf bastard who dug his way out will probably care.
What? That was a good, yeah, like,
It's my shovel now.
I wonder if you went
Somebody
out
left it
and-
alone and defenseless in that
wait,
closet.
so this keep, that door, it's visibly, on the outside, is there like a tower?
It is an actual keep. You can see that there are a system of rooms. The building,
Like, is it above one story? At any point?
yes.
Okay. Is it one
There
story?
are 2 towers.
Okay.
They are centered in the back.
Do they have windows?
They have arrow slits, like that initial room does, that you squeeze through because you're tiny.
I wonder if Korth can punch through his
They
big
are
room.
guarded,
They are guarded.
like barriered.
Oh. How would I know that?
I mean, you don't, but that
Stop
is
metagame.
shit. I want to tell you guys everything.
Of
Well, Korth
course.
is slumped against the wall, and he's gonna just close his eyes, seeming very grumpy.
Oh, this is poor Korth. He's like poor little
Darcy, as she's like lighting the fire with the broomsticks on the floor to make a nice little fire to roast herself by, she's going to walk over, I guess, see Korth all lonely, and she'll just pat him on the head.
Korth
I
will,
know you miss your Korth.
Korth will grab her by her forearm and pull her
Or
into a
pass
hug.
it down.
Yeah.
No breathing. No, let go. Let go.
Well, it's not like a
I'm
tight hug,
kidding.
it's a
I'm kidding. But just like,
Korth, this is Korth.
Oh.
I know. It's okay.
I miss my dog too, of course.
What's good dog?
We'll find Korth.
I hope he's gonna be good.
We'll find
tasty.
Korth. We'll find your dog.
Ha!
It'll probably taste good if ever dies.
Your dog, before we actually touched the orb, just sat and waited for you, so I think he's going to be okay.
Yeah. He
And-
does whenever I leave.
Okay.
He just waits.
Okay. Well,
He's
I
a
think
good dog.
I think he'll be fine. I don't know how many Korth, but we will find him. And you have trained him, so I'm sure he can defend himself.
Maybe.
Ah, she is good, buddy.
She. Excuse me. And Darcy will just kind of
God,
have a
Darcy.
seat next to, in between these two guys, and just kind of like write to calm herself down, and then rest.
Who's up for some spider legs?
And
Korth,
she'll
save some
Pulls out some
Korth.
rations, heats them up over the fire.
and Darcy will scoot kind of further back.
I guess I'll take a spider leg.
Alright.
Yay!
We-
But now you
but
have
here's
to
the
get close to the
question.
cat
We've
person.
Yeah.
determined you eat it like crab. You just crack the shell and suck the meat out.
Unless you're Korth and you just eat the shell and everything.
Would you want to touch Kitty Person as you enter this?
Just real quick, what do you guys think as a prop? Pool noodles for the spider legs.
Oh,
So
no,
they're
I
no.
only
action
have a
passive
couple
stuff.
rations
be like-
left.
Just a thought.
I've only got 5 rations, and if we all... Who's eating spider?
I'm good.
Korth.
I'm still in here with Verity.
So the 3 of
Or
us?
Verity.
Yeah.
So that bit brings us down to 2 rations.
I'm gonna call her Rarity.
Very.
I know.
I think I might get pool noodles just as like to cut up and treat them as the rations.
You're gonna get real into this, aren't you?
Just so
Yeah,
we have
it
stuff
would
to
be
pass
good
around.
to like keep track of.
Well, he's got a list, but I think it would be really cool to be able to pass stuff to each other.
We've got 7 rations of smoked deer meat, and 2 rations of smoked giant puddle web spider.
Don't y'all all have personal rations too?
Yes,
Yes.
everybody should have like
A
I think you
week's
said-
worth.
I thought you had more rations of the deer. I thought we decided like 10 or 13 because it wasn't a
it
huge.
was, and we ate some.
Oh, okay. All right, sorry. Continue. So you crack it open like crab legs.
Yep.
And Darcy's just riding and trying to ignore her.
Tourist plays with the spider while, the
Eating
short
spider
rest.
leg.
I wonder
While
how
eating a
spider
spider leg.
actually tastes.
Not good.
What are you rolling for?
What spider have
Spider
you eaten?
training.
I haven't, but
What'd you roll?
I've seen red
18
meat try to eat them
plus-
on YouTube. Apparently they're disgusting.
I like frog legs. Frog legs are
That
good.
is
I've heard that.
animal
They
hair.
are.
1, so
The
19.
spiders don't look that much different. That's the problem.
Are you doing it on a previously
tarantulas
known
do.
spider or a
I do like crab legs.
Let's go with fangs.
So let's see.
Gator!
Give it-
50%.
I do not like lobster
Just
though.
I mean,
I
crabs.
had lobster once.
So
and
I think I wrote it in
wasn't
pencil.
impressed
It
either.
was way too sweet for me.
Are
It just didn't taste right.
Change it on the
lobsters like the
notebook,
mermaids to crabs?
Hmm?
I mean, they are immortal.
Wait,
What are?
Lobsters.
Oh yeah, they are.
Yeah.
If they're not
They-
disturbed in their habitat.
Yeah.
Alright.
Adventure time with us.
Random facts with D&G group.
Alright, so we all rest.
Alright.
Okay, everybody's got all their health points.
Hooray!
Finally, Korth's not almost dead.
You were
Barely
He
scratched.
took
I
more.
had 8
No,
health
He
left.
had 8 health
because he took
missing.
damage from smashing the boulders.
Oh.
I punched a
Got
rock
backsplash.
really
Stop
hard.
fighting inanimate objects.
Right? Come on, man.
What
It didn't
if
do
he
anything
is
to
one of those
you.
people who is in
Core,
love with
come on.
inanimate objects? That's his sexual
We are not
preference.
doing Colkian. Because he had sex with trees.
I know, right?
We are not doing that.
Who?
Huh?
Our
The guy
last
that-
D&D session.
Yeah, Hillary's boyfriend.
Was an actual dendrophiliac?
No, his character
His character.
fucks trees.
That's what a dendrophiliac
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
No,
Then yes.
So yeah.
Get dendrophile.
That does
He
really
came up-
sound
Sorry, yeah.
painful.
On the first session I played with him, he came into a bar shaking his leg off ants because he was fucking a tree.
That's funny.
It was funny as hell, but that was it. That was when the funny stopped.
Recording.
Okay.
That's normal. I live in the country.
Yeah. It's alright. Mine does it too.
Okay. Continue.
So are we gonna head out to the pine trees? Or?
Yes. Korth's gonna get up. Wake up, everyone.
It's
time.
The early morning wake up.
Are we traveling now?
Yes.
Yeah,
30
so-
minutes has passed, so nobody should be high.
Alright.
Darcy will head towards the exit
So
to
I was
go back
just
out
sitting
the
there
forest.
chilling with Verity, Verity the whole time, just like
Y'all
fucking.
fell asleep on each other. Fell asleep puzzling.
Yay! You're gonna remember that forever now.
Oh
Puzzling.
my god. I know what, what's it called? Docking?
Ah!
Anyway.
It comes to work.
What has to be on Anyway. So we, Darcy heads towards the exit to go back out to the forest.
Korth also makes his way towards the exit.
Sky heads towards the exit.
And I'm going to follow behind everyone, waving goodbye.
Are we just gonna leave Verity there?
Verity is just gonna lay on the floor and just kind of watch you guys go. She's not quite sure what has happened and why she is on the floor with her top off. She has no idea what happened. She doesn't understand.
Damn it.
She's just gonna lay there and
Guys,
try to process what has
we
happened.
should have stolen
Damn
the
it,
shit
Curtis.
off of her.
First,
No!
with a
She
spider
didn't
leg.
have anything worth anything.
You okay?
Maybe.
She's gonna
we
slow
can come
us
back! And we can come back for it!
Look
Wait
at
a
you and
minute.
say, No?
What?
Yes?
Okay, but
Wait.
what if?
What if?
What if what?
Wait! I guess I'm gonna do this.
Huh?
I want to search Verity
What
before
if
I
she-
leave.
She's awake.
She's awake.
Well, no.
So.
Roll for
Oh my god.
Share with the class.
sleight of hand.
Because she would have
Bye.
obviously done something.
Yeah! I want to run up and hug her! And pickpocket her!
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna say, what if she had the feather?
Can I? Okay, can I roll?
Because that
Feather
would
would be as big as one of us.
What do I
Oh,
roll?
yeah, she wouldn't be able to hide it.
What if she has a bag of
Good
holding?
luck, though.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
D20 plus sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
So that's plus
You can
5.
do it. I believe in you. 13,
Plus 5!
So
18!
18. Excited you are right now.
got high.
Of course, broke a door.
Broom closet door.
That's right.
Just
Turris
cataloging everything.
stole
everyone's done.
shovel.
I don't know. What is this really stealing when you you just kind of took it? You took it.
That's
Well,
stealing.
yeah, but
I have finessed it.
yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, finessed it.
Is it Turris?
Oh shit.
It's TURACE. Turris.
Okay. So you rolled a what?
I rolled a
I had
13
to check.
plus 5, 18. Modified 18.
So she does not react, and you find a slip of paper in her pocket.
Ooh.
Ooh. Does she hug her back? I want to know. Just,
Yes.
Aww.
She and Nikki are like super friends now.
Yes!
They puzzle.
Because we puzzled. It works every time. You should take that advice.
Oh my god, no.
Maybe it'll
Darcy-
work in the future, or maybe Turris can puzzle. Wait, you already puzzled. You already puzzled.
I can't puzzle.
Yeah, you can. You did. You had to show Gord how to puzzle. What? I didn't hear that.
What about
It was meant to be louder than I said it.
Apparently, I've showed you how to puzzle.
Well, you showed him how to fuck.
I mean, I feel like that would be part of that.
mean,
Even if it was unintentional.
You have a bond. He's seen
Okay,
your
so I'm
dick.
gonna wave goodbye and say, I'll see you next time. Let's
Is the
do
note
it
in your
again.
hand when you do it?
I'm
No.
assuming Korth
It's
and
like
Turris
in the
are
back
just
of
like
I
my
stuff it in with my leaves. No, it went down my shirt. Imagine. Whoop.
Okay.
There you
Bye.
I'm pretty sure Turris and Korth are just like scalemates.
We're Eskimo buddies. Wait, no.
go. You're doing
Eskimo
it.
kisses!
Yay.
Darcy.
Too late, you already
Darcy
said
And
it.
I'm gonna
puzzle, she don't
quickly run out behind everyone and gather up with the group. And kind
Darcy's
of
gonna
urge
head towards
everyone
the
a little
lions.
further out of earshot of Verity.
Hey, wait, but Korth has no ears.
You have
have
ear holes.
Oh.
How do you hear if you
No.
have no ears?
Korth
So-
thought he heard through the scales.
So if he gets, if you get ear piercings, it's gonna look like a open ring on your ear.
Like
It'll
right
look
here.
I just got two huge assholes like a boo.
Oh lord.
Like big gauges.
That would be interesting.
I can't hear anything.
Korth has ear holes.
Yes.
I guess.
He's a lizard folk.
They're probably super small.
Like a Korth has ear holes.
That's exactly what I read.
Great, now someone's ear
Everybody
wet
laugh.
is gonna...
Ammunition!
Blue, that's where you go. Stop getting in my head.
Oh,
Kitties.
I feel like some divine being was probing Korth for information.
So,
True canon fact,
Yeah.
Korth and Turris have Eskimo kissed when Korth was asleep and Turris let it happen.
Like, what?
Okay, so are we far enough away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so-
I'd say let's say y'all traveled like 45 minutes.
Okay, so we're good
grab
far
it
away.
silently and awkwardly.
I want to Guys!
No, you should fish around because there's a lot of leaves in there.
Hold on!
And as she's doing this, I feel like leaves are falling out.
Just like,
Hold on!
Korth is just gonna make a perception check to make sure that no one's like watching them or listening in or following
Okay.
them.
yeah. I want to keep my eye out for the half elf guy.
Still digging.
15.
Wait, no.
No one
No.
is watching you.
Okay. Okay.
You sense nothing. There's nothing
What
in
do you
it.
have there, Callie?
I have some paper. With notes!
Is it magic paper?
Can I decipher that?
Yeah, fuck it.
What am I gonna... Like, can I tell if it's magical paper?
It'd
or
be
not?
Arcana check.
Arcane?
Mm-hmm.
Callista and Verity puzzled and became friends.
17 plus 3, 20.
Modify 20.
Uh-huh.
It is not magical in any way, shape,
No, it's not magical.
shape,
It's safe.
form, or fashion.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
What about the...
Read it.
Roll Arcana on the ink.
You could just.
15, 18.
No, it's not magical.
Okay,
Yay.
everything's clear.
Yes.
This is not magical. It's just a plain piece of paper.
That's because it's not made out of leaves.
I prepared
But
explosive
wait,
runes today.
what if her pockets were magic?
Whoa.
Too late to check that now, Cord.
Okay.
Shh. Okay. So, apparently we need a stone, black as pitch. Oh shit. I forgot to check to see if I could read it.
Verity
What
knows
language is it
common.
in?
Okay, so she wrote this in common?
She wrote it in common. She's human.
Okay. A stone, black as pitch, a small animal, a feather, and a fourth item, but I guess she doesn't know what that is.
Scorch gonna have to sacrifice his bunny.
No.
His bunny's a small animal. Y'all are never getting out of there if that's the case.
We can find
But
something.
we don't know if it's a
Technically,
specific
we're all
small
small
animal.
animals to you.
Oh, that's true. I can use any of y'all instead.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Y'all
right.
are all
That's not
medium.
the smell.
You're the
smell-
only one that's
smell
classified as small.
Black as pitch.
They're
Well,
all
sorry,
medium-sized.
tourists.
So
Sorry,
Stone,
tourists, but my
black
bunny
as
is
pitch.
cuter.
you.
Small animal, feather, and
something else.
nothing else that I could. Indecipherable. Unknown. Damn
Stone
it.
black as pitch.
Black as pitch.
A
What is
small animal.
peach?
Small animal, a feather, something else.
I wonder if that's to open the other doors that have already
Black as
been opened.
pitch.
Could be onyx.
There's a lot of different
Wait,
things.
Gort has idea. Tree friend.
Oh no.
I was thinking.
No.
Which direction did y'all take
Turris
off?
actually has some onyx jewelry.
Whatever way towards the pines. I don't know what way she.
He's got an onyx ring
Did she?
and an
what-
onyx pendant with his tribal crest on it.
Oh,
And
Darcy
some
just,
onyx piercings.
Darcy just headed towards wherever.
Or a onyx.
There's-
Towards the pines? Weren't we headed towards the pine trees?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
didn't ever figure out where that was. Like, he didn't ever say which direction it was.
Turris had
think-
spotted it.
Was
That's
it east?
originally where we were headed whenever we ran into the dryad
Wolves.
and the wolves.
Y'all are not close enough to the dryad for her to hear you.
Ah.
But remember, you had been traveling for a few hours.
Right.
So whenever Quartz calls, nothing happens.
Okay.
Got it.
Oh, maybe I need to call into tree.
Yes, yell
No,
into a tree.
Cord! No, crawl!
Smack your head right into the tree and then yell as loud as you can.
So,
Roll for damage on the tree.
Why?
Turris is a little bit of an
Is that in that
asshole.
one?
Well,
Okay.
what is it with kobolds and being little shits?
So, Quarth is going to walk up to this tree, and it's a medium-sized tree. It's about this wide, and he's going to smack his face in. It does, bark kind of trickles down away, and he yells.
tree friend, we require assistance.
And still
Into the tree?
into the tree. Like, his face is against this tree.
Like in it.
Yes, it like
Oh.
indentation. There's a indentation where his muzzle went. Do lizards have muzzles?
Yeah.
Is that called a muzzle?
Close enough.
Okay.
Their snout.
What was it?
Yeah.
Like a snout?
It's a
Yeah,
snake.
whatever the fuck it is.
Their snoot.
It's indented into the tree. Not very far, but enough.
Ouch.
And still nothing happens because you are not close enough for the dryad to hear you.
Tree munchers.
And now you have bark all over you.
Does he have ants on him? I'll just brush them off.
Yeah.
Just brush the ants
Yeah.
off. I
fuck.
don't think your dryad friend is close enough for us to hear.
Oh.
Let's continue heading towards the pines. Turris, could you fly and see how far we are?
Sure.
Yay,
Thank
Turris!
you, Turris.
Turris will take to the air with a little somersault.
Yay. Sorry, I'm noting.
It's like, I don't know what to do. Aw, what'd you do that for?
Those are gone.
Threw him out of the way.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, sorry. Goodbye.
Anything up?
Huh?
Anything up in the sky?
How high did you go?
Above the treetops.
No. There's nothing in your immediate area at all.
Okay.
You guys are still pretty close to this keep.
Well,
Which way were the pines?
Did we decide
we
east?
never.
I think it was
Yes,
east.
we was.
I think we
it
did
was
decide
east.
east.
Okay.
So we just continue east.
Eastward bound.
Eastward. Onward, herald. Yay. Bring me balls to Robin. Good balls from Camelot.
Yay!
I will go ahead and fly down and make sure we're going in the right direction.
Okay.
Darcy will go east. Continue heading towards Pines. Let's keep going, comrades.
I'm gonna follow behind, just kind of puzzling this note.
You're sticking it in between your boots.
No, no,
You have to
no.
specify now.
Oh my.
I am.
Did you rip the paper in half and are just gonna like...
No. No, if you're gonna puzzle a piece of paper, it'd be like right in between.
And then you push them together because they're friends.
See, this is why I chose a character who doesn't have much, because
Anyway, sorry.
No, I'm trying to figure out what the black stone is and what the small animal can
Maybe
be.
onyx?
It
Yeah, I was
could
gonna
be,
say.
but I mean, there's several. There's just plain
be
sediment,
Magic stone.
or you
Or
know, yeah,
obsidian.
There's volcanic.
yeah. He's got a volcanic rock, and then there's also like just other random different like snowflake obsidian, but that's not entirely. Fuck, what's going on here? Is it coal? It's fucking coal.
There could be coal.
Fuck, it probably is something super lame like that. Fucking great. He looks like
It was fucking cold the whole time. We
Wait.
get an onyx. We
Or
like,
maybe we can just gather whatever black rocks
at
and
any
just try
black
a whole
rock we
bunch.
find, any black rocks we find, bring it with us.
Oh god.
Is
Is
Quirt's skills
Is that gonna
just
be
rocks?
my job? Is it gonna be like
No.
the freaking leaves
not a
now?
rock.
It's not
Sorry.
a rock.
That would not be considered a rock. I'm sorry, dear.
Okay.
What? I guess Darcy will notice the black jewelry he has on. What are those made of?
Onyx. And
She'll
silver.
look at the party and look at you. Do you want to try those? When we
Sure.
Go? Okay.
Except for
But we
this
don't
one.
know which door they're for, or if that's what I don't know.
I wouldn't.
What about the small animal?
We'll find one. We
And I'm
haven't-
just gonna stand there.
Turris
Like,
is going to be on the lookout for a small animal.
So she'll point at your symbol
How
thing that
far-
you pointed at, and she'll
I'd
say,
say-
I wouldn't take that one.
It's a tribal crest.
You guys have been walking for probably about 3 hours now.
Ooh,
Damn.
19.
Ooh.
20 for survival.
So, 20 total? That's normal. I live in the country,
Excuse
that's
me.
fine.
Oh, you're fine. I just want to make
I
sure.
think it's
the
the air
weather's-
conditioner.
It is. It's 100% the AC. And
Well,
I turned off the fan so it wouldn't
The
happen as
weather's
often.
mostly up northwest, but still.
what are you guys worried about the electricity flipping in and out? Is that
I'm
what
not.
the- No, I mean
Everybody keeps looking up at it, and I'm like, that's
Oh
normal.
no,
Calm
no,
down.
that's totally normal, totally, and that's not even just the country. Like my house does that too, because I got
Just
shit
like it's
wiring in it.
Okay.
Like it's on a very the basic electrical setup, and like I got this whole wall at one point when I first moved in that if you were vacuuming in the front room and had a
Pause.
Yeah, it would do that.
yeah.
Like that.